Clinton endorses Kamala. George Soros endorses Kamala. Obama does not. He doesn't want her. He knows she can't win. Let the games begin. Welcome back, Warriors. It's me, Linda B. Thank you all so much for joining me here today. So you all know by now that Obama does not endorse Kamala. So who would he rather see run for president and who he thinks could possibly get into the White House? Before we get into it, don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Now let's get into it.
I think that we will do what's necessary over the next few weeks to prepare for the convention. It'll be an exciting convention in Chicago. We'll put on full display our agenda for the American people and do what is necessary in order to leave that convention unified, get the job done.
Watch his words. That's Hakeem Jeffries, one of the leading Democrats in the House. This is where we were yesterday around 1:45 in the East Coast time on Sunday. Biden endorses Harris, but any candidate now can run for this nomination. You need 300 signatures from the delegates to be nominated. Maybe that happens. There are thousands of Democratic delegates out there. Maybe that takes place in the next 4 weeks. Nominees will then be put to a vote. That's on day one in Chicago, the other convention. Here are your now possible outcomes. Could be option A. One nominee wins the majority of delegates in the roll call, and then it's over. Game's over. They have their candidate. Or no one wins in the first roll call. Then they'll go to a second roll call. And on that second roll call, according to the rules as they stand today, and again, the Rules Committee can change the rules, frankly, anytime they want. But there are 700 superdelegates, okay? So they can then vote on the second round. So it's possible we could get to that. Here's Barack Obama. Here's a statement from yesterday. We're not seeing him publicly, but he said, "We will be navigating uncharted waters in the days ahead, but I have the extraordinary confidence that the leaders of our party will be able to create a process from which an outstanding nominee emerges." Well, Robert.
Before they further get into this, I wonder who that outstanding nominee is. I have done videos on his wife. You all have a nickname for Michelle, but I'm not going into that right now. You guys call her Big. You know, you got a nickname for her. But he has not endorsed Kamala Harris, refuses to endorse her because the game is to win. He knows she can't win. But guess what, Barack Obama? Who you think can win won't win either. But let's see what he has to say.
Robert Wolf knows Barack Obama very well, former economic advisor to him, 32 Advisor CEO, Fox News contributor. And Robert, good morning to you. Thank you for joining our coverage here from New York today. Thank
you, Bill.
Why did Barack Obama not endorse Kamala Harris yesterday?
Well, you and Dana know politics better than anyone. So, in 2016, he didn't nominate or support Hillary Clinton until somewhere around June. He didn't support candidate Biden until April. He doesn't get involved in the primaries until there's a solidified nominee. He views that if he does, he would tip the scale. So this is a real nothing burger. There's no question the party's going to be unified around Kamala Harris as our next Democratic candidate and hopefully our next president.
That's some good spin, nothing burger, because I think that was yesterday, Robert. It was the big glaring exception that everybody else had endorsed, but that Obama hadn't. But I take your word for it. Let me ask you, though, because last week you were on our show and you were all in for Biden. Are you for Kamala Harris now?
I am for Kamala Harris. As you know, I was in Fox and Friends before President Biden exited. And I said if President Biden exit, I would throw all my support for Kamala Harris. I went on Twitter yesterday immediately and endorsed her. I've known Kamala since 2006 when she was district attorney. I've known her for near 2 decades. I know the family well. And I think we need to continue the Biden-Harris legislation, which was Infrastructure CHIPS Act. And I think there's a lot to continue forward.
I don't know if you saw, AOC, Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, on Friday evening. She went to Instagram at the end of the day, late at night, and just ripped on the whole process and said, she said, I'm in these meetings. I hear them talking. If you think they're going to support Kamala Harris, you're kidding yourself. She said, they are interested in removing the whole ticket. Is she right?
Yeah, no, I heard that. And
is she right? AOC? Now, I don't like AOC. I never agree with her. I think she acts silly and ridiculous, incompetent and unprofessional. But she's getting somewhere. Oh, she's right on the money, because I don't believe, I did a video earlier, I'll link it at the end of this one. They don't want Joe or Kamala. They want them both out. That is what I believe. That is what I'm sticking with. There will be an open convention, and there will be another candidate to arise. Barack Obama may have not endorsed others until late in the process, but he will never endorse Kamala. This is about winning. And Kamala Harris doesn't stand a chance, not a snowball's chance in hell of defeating Donald Trump. Make no mistake. Everybody knows it. And this man right here in the middle here, who's the guest on Fox, he's definitely a clefty lefty. And you know, when they speak, they don't necessarily tell the truth. He says this is a big nothing burger. The party is going to rally around Kamala. Yeah, right. That'll be the day. They don't want her. We need to be unburdened by what has been. Please. She's a terrible vice president. So what makes us think that she would be a great president? Let's see what he has to say about what AOC said.
And she was obviously wrong, because the entire party's unified. The donors, the politicos. So, I mean, look what's happened the last 24 hours. It's the most that the DNC has raised in a 24-hour period. So, you know, I think that that's just wasn't accurate.
And even AOC got on board with Kamala Harris last night in a tweet. So it didn't take too long to twist her arm, I guess. Running mate search for Kamala Harris underway. Let's look at the possible list. We have Shapiro, Mark Kelly from Arizona. Gretchen Whitmer already said that she's not going to challenge Kamala Harris. So a lot of these people came out and said they can be for her. I guess Wes Moore from Maryland is going to say the same today. Do you have a preference?
You know, I know just about the entire group there. I'm a huge fan of Senator Mark Kelly of Arizona. I think he would be fantastic. I'm a big fan of Governor Shapiro of Pennsylvania, Roy Cooper of North Carolina, and Andy Beshear of Kentucky. Those would probably be my four. I think I would love to see it from a swing state. So obviously I recommend Arizona, Pennsylvania, or North Carolina.
Robert, thank you for your time. We're going to have a lot of questions for the next 4 weeks.
Yeah.
Okay.
I got a feeling.
So we're going to lean on people like you.
Questions indeed. So I'm thinking it will probably be Gretchen Whitmer of Michigan, or probably Gavin Newsom. Maybe not. And those are my two picks. And Pete Buttigieg. Because, you know, they got to do that identity politics, right? They got to do that. You know, he's from that community, the alphabet community, and he's married to a man, and they're going to try and use all the identity politics they can. A female, a gay person. Here's our ticket. Well, I don't really believe it's going to be Kamala Harris at all. It's going to be, in my opinion, Michelle Obama. I've done other videos on her in the past, months ago. And this was always leading up to this open convention where all the delegates could come up and be with. I don't think it'll get to that second stage of the super delegates. I believe they're going to rally around this other person who I believe is going to be Michelle Obama. Do I know everything? No. I'm not a prophet? No. But they want to win. And Michelle Obama, for what you can say about her politics and who she really is, if you know what I mean, she's very popular. She's very popular. And she was even more popular than her husband. And so if they put up her, Donald Trump will, in my opinion, have a harder time winning. But ultimately, he will still win, because I believe God is on his side. And there's a God factor involved that the devil worshiping demon rats, they don't even factor into their whole strategy. So they are not going to get what they want. They're going to be so desperate. It's just going to get worse and worse and worse. And it's going to be hellacious after the election, after Trump wins, leading up to the inauguration. Oh, and I am going to have to do another video about this whole Iran threat. Iran. Yes, they're saying that Iran is making threats on Trump's life. I don't believe that. They're just going to try and do something else and blame it on Iran. But you guys, don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Guess what, guys? I made it to 40,000 subscribers. Yay. Thank you all so much for your support. Yes, I do ask that you really share my videos, really get them out. I try to post videos every day, Sunday through Friday at 4 p.m., 6 p.m., and 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You all be blessed, love God, your families, these United States of America, and as I always say, march on, warriors.